Hello, everybody. We'll start in about 5 minutes. 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 Hello, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Vasgaru.
Namaste, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Namaste, Sharma garu, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you, Vasu?
Good, good.
Good.
Going well?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
The heartfulness symbol, does it read correctly that I see on the screen, virtual screen with me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
it does.
correctly? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Because it appears flipped in my screen, so looks like you have to be inverted in my screen to see it correctly on your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start in 1 more minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's get started. So, as we have been doing for the last couple of weeks or so, we're doing this exercise in stress management and inner resilience during a pandemic and other things going on. So, what we want to do is we want to see how to be calm and collected during this situation. Yoga says that it can be calm and collected. Yoga says that if you get too many inputs from outside, we have a tendency to get stressed and overwhelmed, and our emotions go like a yo-yo, positive and negative, positive and negative.
Mhm.
Yoga says that by controlling the inputs that are being received and putting a circuit breaker on them and ability to throw away the inputs that we don't need, we can be calm. So this is also exemplified by a person called Viktor Frankl, who was a doctor in the Nazi camp. He also wrote a book on man's search for meaning. Very nice book to read. He said that we have a choice. When we receive an input from outside, we do have a choice on how to react, either in a positive way, I call it growth enhancing way, or not growth enhancing way. So it's a choice. It appears we don't have a choice, but if you think about it deeply, and yoga also says there is a choice of how we react to things. So if you pause and slow down everything, we can say how do I react. However, worse may be the external input. However, bad may be how other people are treating you. You can have a choice and react in a positive way. It requires a great deal of self-control and training. That's what yoga and meditation accomplishes here. Also, add another slide. So body and mind and awareness or consciousness or what we call energy in the heart is a picture of all that together. And what we are trying to accomplish here is to make the mind more regulated. This mind has many complexities, like a churning ocean. The waves of ocean are churning. Different thoughts come and go. So what yoga and meditation and all these techniques teaches is how to make it calm, and how if we make the mind calm, then we will be able to access the inner awareness or the energy of the heart or self, big self, consciousness, whatever the name you call it. That's our innermost core. That is always calm, positive, kind, full of all positive attributes. Because it's covered with the mind complex, and the mind is always turbulent. We don't have access to this calm energy most of the time. So once we get control of the mind, make the mind calm, by all these techniques, we'll have more and more access to this inner energy of the heart and able to enjoy its positive attributes that are always available to us, but we have masked it due to disturbances in the mind. Disturbances in the mind can also manifest as body challenges, disorders, diseases, stresses, whatever name you call it. Disorders in the mind can also manifest here also the body. So by clearing the mind, we accomplish two things. We have access to this innermost pure energy of the heart and enjoy its consequences of being aware and going back to this where the negative excursions are removed and only the emotionally we stay positive most of the time. Again, we can measure ourselves how far we're progressing by how much we are getting to this, how much our negative states are reducing, how much our positive states are increasing. It's a good measure of our progress. By these things, our body conditions also can improve, and we have access to the innermost positive energy of the heart. and also improved neurological integration, psychological integration, emotional integration, behavior regulation, so it can contribute to the society, family in a much more positive way. That is the overall benefits of this yoga. And the various techniques we do here is left nostril breathing, alternate nostril breathing. We'll do a couple of other nostril breathings also in a short while. We do sometimes we do link cleaning. This is a very powerful technique to remove fear and negative energies. We always do meditation in the heart because that's a foundational practice. And then we also do letting go practice, evening rejuvenation practice, also very powerful. And nighttime prayer I have not shown, that's also very powerful. And then follow it all with writing on the journals. It's a very powerful complementary practice. So all that taken together is a very powerful way to improve our emotions and stay in a positive way and improve spiritual growth. And some of the journaling guidelines and what do we need to journal in a guideline, write in a journal. So thoughts and emotions, what thoughts happen, what situations cause fear or negative emotions, what is the worst thing that can happen, because fear is always, these things exaggerate or whatever is supposed to happen. You say what is the worst thing that can happen that can calm things down. So these are some tips in what you can do for journaling. So the foundational practice in breathing is always belly breathing. You can do it anytime, even during the day. You can do these things. More we breathe through the belly, where the diaphragm comes down, so that fully expand the lung, and also move forward, so the lung capacity increases, and the breath becomes slower. These are the young children and babies breathe like this. So to go back to what the young babies are breathing. So it's a very helpful practice. So always start with this one. So be aware of the diaphragm, or place a hand on the diaphragm and take some slow breaths through the nose. As you breathe in, imagine fresh energy coming to the body. As you breathe out, let go of all stresses and strains. As you breathe in, imagine fresh energy coming in. As you breathe out, let go of all stresses and strains in your body. As you come to the end of the process, be aware of your body and mind. Be aware of the energy in the palm area. And rub your palms, rub your face. And also cup your eyes. Massage your head, massage your ears, top of the ear, middle and bottom. So the ear is a very powerful organ where many meridians terminate. So it's always good to massage your ears. This is the reason also many women wear earrings. It's also helpful for the health, even though they may not be aware of it. So let's start with the left nostril breathing. As we know, the left nostril corresponds to the parasympathetic nervous system. Very rest and relaxation inducing, strengthens the organs, is a very powerful, simple but very powerful practice. So let's do the left nostril breathing. Again, be aware of the diaphragm and cover the right nostril with the right thumb. So inhale through the left nostril. Again, as you inhale, imagine fresh energy coming to your body. As you exhale, let go of all stresses and pains. As you come to the end of the process, again be aware of the energy in the body and the mind. Be aware of going inside. And be aware of the energy in the palms. You feel the hands tingling, some of you. Then rub your hands, rub your eyes, rub your face, rub your head, massage your ears 4 times, middle, top, and bottom. You can see how relaxed your face becomes, how energized your face is, how calm is your mind just with 5, 6 seconds of breathing. And let's do alternate nostril breathing. It's also very powerful breathing. Again, improves respiratory function, very useful in these days. Improves cardiovascular, reduces stress, very, very beneficial. Improves the functioning of the whole body. So let's exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Do about 5, 6 times. Then be aware of the diaphragm. When you inhale, imagine fresh energy coming to your body. As you exhale, your all stresses and strains. You can do this thought process even when you're breathing normally throughout the day. Just imagine this kind of thing happening, fresh energy coming in. As you come to the end of the process, imagine, be aware of the body and mind. Be aware of the energy in the palms. Again, rub your hands. Open your eyes. Massage your face. So top of the head. Massage your ears. Massage your hands. Massage your torso. Massage your back. Lower back, there are kidneys. Massage your kidney area. Massage the legs. You can see the whole body rejuvenation and relaxation very quickly by this very powerful exercise. Let's go through some acupressure techniques. We go through this Jinshin Jutsu acupressure invented by a Japanese monk in the late 1800s. When he was very young, around 26, 27, he got very ill and no doctors could cure him. He asked his family to take him to a mountain top and leave him there for 7 days. He meditated and fasted for 7 days and got inspiration during his meditation. He refined this method, and the summary of the method is 26 energy points, and by being pressure on these points, you can help in various physiological and psychological well-being. It's very extremely simple and powerful techniques. And we always bring in any healing and wellness with deep breaths, which we've already done. 36 deep breaths with diaphragm breathing is, you can do this to relax yourself before you do this practice, or just want to relax or watching TV or doing any casual activity. You can do this 26 breaths to bring harmony to yourself. And the fundamental healing wellness technique here is to hold the different parts of the hand. The first one is the palm of the hand, hold it with the thumb of the other hand. So this helps in harmonizing the whole body, mind, and spirit. Very powerful exercise, just very simple, holding the palm. You can be aware of the breath and imagine fresh energy coming in through the in-breath. The energy going out as you breathe out. So do it for 2 minutes or until you see the pulse. The way to do this is to hold this 26 is near the shoulder armpits, near the armpit area. Like hug yourself, hold the armpits like this, cross your hands and hold the armpit on the other side with the other hand. So it also gives the same effect of harmonizing the body, mind, and spirit. This is point number 26. Let's see the armpits. Hold each arm, hold the armpit on the other side. Again, you should see the pulse very quickly. So it's very powerful. Next, we'll go to the first step, which is the thumb. Holding the thumb with the palms of the fingers of the other hand, the jumper cabling as they call it, helps in removing the worry. In breathe, the fresh energy coming in and in breath. Seems very simple but very powerful. I'm already feeling the pulse. Some of you may be feeling the pulse. If you don't feel the pulse, that's okay. Don't worry, just do it for 2 minutes. Go to the next one. Second depth, which is the lungs and large intestine, which is very useful for respiratory functions. COVID and a mucus phlegm skin, so very, very useful. Hold the ring finger with the fingers of the other hand. Again, 2 minutes up to the pulse. Go to the next one. We'll go through this quickly a little bit. So the anger is the middle finger, affects liver and gallbladder, transforms anger into compassion. Whenever you get angry for whatever reason, hold the middle finger so the toxic effects of anger are released immediately. If you're upset for a few minutes, the toxins may stay around for the whole 24 hours in your body. By doing these things, you're removing the toxic effects very quickly. Go to the next one. The fear, that is the index finger. Holding the index finger can help with fear and anxiety. It helps in the kidney and bladder organs. They sound very simple, but you can see, feel for yourself how powerful they are if you're doing consistently for 2 minutes. I think it's a good daily practice. You can do it while relaxing or watching TV. Go to the next one, the little finger. Again, it's a pretense and anxiety cure. Affects heart and small intestines. They sound very simple but extremely powerful things. And this is go to the next main central channel, very powerful flow. Hold one hand at the top of the head, other hand at 5 or 6 different points along the central channel of the body. Energizes the central channel of the body. Sushumna, as they call it in Sanskrit. Extremely powerful for general wellness. You can go through different segments. So it'll take about 3-4 minutes to go through the sequence. The details are here. I think the left and right channels are also very powerful. Clean up the other auxiliary channels in the body. There is a diagonal channel done by holding one hand over the shoulder and by doing this mudra on the other hand. This is one for cold and flu, general immunity builder. Again, one hand over the shoulder, other hand near the crease between the torso and the leg, in that area, in this area here. So very powerful. You can go to sleep in this position, again, to build immunity if you want. And we'll do some revitalization holds, also very simple mudras, but it's extremely powerful. We'll do a couple. First one is hold the palm side of the hand, palm side middle finger with the thumb of the other hand like this. You can see for yourself how you just relax the body becomes. Just holding it for a minute or so just makes tremendous improvements in the body wellness. You can already see your shoulders dropping. Shoulders dropping is a good sign of relaxation. Our shoulders are normally tense and very high. They're not in the normal position due to tension. By doing these things, shoulders automatically, you can see, come down to the normal position. Goes to the other side, back of the thumb. Hold the back of the thumb with the back middle finger with the back of the middle finger with the thumb of the other hand, like this. Extremely powerful. Do two more. This one, the palm side of the ring and little fingers with the right thumb hovering over it like this, and then the fingers wrap around on the back side. Again, sounds very simple, extremely powerful. Very powerful. One person was saying he was feeling the energy in the whole hand. And he was doing this, the last one, the pose number 8, which is supposed to do this. Just touch the middle finger of the whole hand. One person is saying that the whole hand becomes electrified. It depends on the energy flow in your body. So these are all shows the power of these. In position number 7, uses similar puja positions. So touch the middle finger should touch each other, all the other fingers should close over it on both sides. Use it sometimes in pujas. Okay, now these are all, you have these PowerPoints, do on your own, we'll do some more detailed flows here, lung flows, those project stomach flows, etc. The last half an hour as we normally go, there's vertigo. Some people have vertigo issues. It's a very powerful way to handle that. So the last half an hour, we'll do the meditation portion. So we'll begin this by doing a cleaning. We'll do a quick cleaning of rejuvenation practice. We're supposed to do this in the evening for 15, 20, 25 minutes, depending on how much stress you have. Let's do it for a couple of minutes. Let's imagine the complexities, grossness, illnesses, weakness are all leaving the body from the back of the body as black smoke. Then have the thought that impressions, complexities, grossness, illnesses, negative emotions, fear, anxiety, are all leaving the body from the back of the body as black smoke. As we come to the end of the process, imagine divine light and divine grace entering from the front of the body. And imagine divine light, divine grace coming from the front of the body, occupying all areas of the body in the vacuum created by the previous process. Then slowly be aware of the body and the mind. And slowly come back to normal consciousness. Open your eyes briefly. Now we'll go into meditation. Let's close our eyes again. Let's be aware of the divine energy in the heart. Let our awareness gently rest there. Imagine the divine energy is attracting us towards itself. If the mind wanders, gently bring it back to the divine energy in the heart. It's a very passive, gentle process. no visualization, no concentration. Please start meditation. That's all. Keep your eyes closed. Be aware of the entire body and mind. Be aware of the energy in the heart. Try to become one with the energy in the heart. Let the energy of the heart expand to include your whole body. Let the energy of the heart expand to include your family and friends. Let the loving and compassionate energy of the heart expand to include your whole city, enveloping all the sentient beings with the loving and healing energy. Expand the energy of the heart to include the whole nation, filling all the sentient beings, living things in the whole nation with high consciousness, energy of loving and compassion. Slowly come back to the awareness of the heart. Set an intention to retain this state. Half open your eyes, still be aware of the energy in the heart. Fully open your eyes and still be aware of the energy in the heart. Slowly come back to normal consciousness. Before we close, I just want to remind there is a yoga day event arranged by Heartfulness Saturday at 7 Eastern. It's a huge event, a worldwide online event with main personalities Pandit Jasraj and Shankar Mahadevan doing musical performances, and Baba Ramdev doing yoga, Susan Daji and Kamlesh Patel doing talking about and guiding for meditation, heartfulness meditation practice. It's a very powerful event. Inform your friends. I think it's happened to make the world more compassionate. That's the overall theme of the event. So in this day and age, we need this powerful event of the whole world coming together in a spirit of compassion. I think it's good for everybody to be going to be a great event. So please inform your friends and whoever wants is interested. So we'll meet again on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So thanks a lot and have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Vasgaru.
Namaste. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste. Namaste.